you don't stop using that penis, there's a high likely chance you'll never use it again.
Oh God, Liam Payne.
Yeah.
Liam Payne's been cutting about on Logan Paul's podcast recently, and he's people have been laughing at him. What's your thoughts?
Oh, unreal content. So embarrassing for him. I'm sorry. And do you know what? I'm so careful about what I say online, but I would say this to his face. Embarrassing.
It's really bad.
It's so bad.
You know, I reacted to 8 minutes of the worst clips on like a compilation, and I actually felt a bit bad for him because I feel like what he's saying is like got substance, but he's just saying it in the worst way. I also saw someone, you know, David Brent. You see the girl, the lady who did it. She did like a impersonation of David Brent. When you see it with the audio and just the David Brent impression,
the ones I've seen are literally
David
just
Brent and him side by side.
They put him saying something, and then they put David Brent saying something.
Yeah.
It's like
it's similar.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? I just don't enjoy when someone comes across as like they can do no wrong. It's like everything's about me, and I've just been so humble all this time, and I'm finally telling my side of the story. It's like, no, that's not what's happening.
Yeah.
You think you're sick.
Because there is certain bits of it where I do kind of feel bad that it's been memed, where he says like, oh, I was going to go solo, and you know, I said only if the right song comes along.
Yeah. And
then Ed Sheeran wrote a song for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a fair enough story to tell.
Fair enough story, but he puts it across as like, oh, and then, you know, it was just so, couldn't Ed Sheeran write a song for me? And oh my God, like, oh.
It wasn't that bad.
It was.
Well, firstly, he doesn't have the hair to do this.
I know, but that's how I had
So,
to. I feel
he
like
wasn't
everyone
doing
listening's
this.
not going to know that I'm pulling that face.
But I think that one's fair enough. Like, you've gone on there, ultimately, he is more famous for being in One Direction.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know, I've got this legacy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to do the right
that bit, yeah. It's just he didn't present it with humility. It wasn't like Ed Sheeran wrote me the song and I couldn't believe it. Like, how can you turn that down?
But if he hadn't said all the other stuff, would that one have been picked out and everyone would have gone, look what he said?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
However, I think even outside of that, the way he presented that,
The
the
way
way
he
he
says
came
it.
across is very like, he's making sure everyone knows Ed Sheeran wrote a song for me.
But even-
not like
yeah.
I couldn't believe that Ed Sheeran. How could I turn that down? It was, you know, Ed Sheeran wrote a song for me. So
Yeah, but you've heard so many people in podcasts before say, you know, me and Ed Sheeran worked on a song together. You know, Ed Sheeran actually wrote the song. You know, there's so many ways of saying it.
Yeah.
But the way he goes, you know, I actually got a call.
I
You
think
know,
he
start
just
my
came,
solo
and
career.
maybe he didn't mean it, but I
Yeah.
think he just came across completely wrong.
Because that one I was like,
Fair enough.
you know what? Okay, whatever. Then when he's like, oh, I don't take shit.
Yeah.
I made it very clear.
Yeah.
And then one member threw me up against the wall.
Yeah.
And then he turns Irish.
He goes to me,
Yeah.
and I said to that man, if you don't take your hands off me.
There's
I'm like,
a
okay,
high
well,
likelihood he'll never use them again.
Yeah.
No, why is he put on an accent?
Yeah.
Were you a One Directioner? Oh
Yes.
shit, I was going to say One Directionado.
It's a directioner, but yeah.
Aficionado. One
directioner.
Directionado.
No, just a directioner.
Oh, were you a directioner?
I was.
So therefore, I'm going to ask this question. And my question is, I'm not sure how I'm introducing it. Was he actually the main man of the band?
So on X Factor, he actually was like originally the most popular. He had one of the most successful auditions. Blah 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 blah. But as soon as it went to sort of like live shows and people got to know them, Harry started to like take over, and so did Zayn.
And Zayn, I would say Zayn was my like front runner, and then obviously Harry turned into this kind of
Zayn
global.
was
on
one of the
X
most
Factor,
liked.
Zayn had a really, really bad moment where he tried
the
to
dancing.
dance. Yeah, and people forget
They
that
had a
him.
dance class.
All right.
And he was like, I'm
crying.
not doing it. I can't do it. And he had a really bad attitude.
Harry's audition, though, was one of the most liked as well.
Yeah,
He said you're not confident
not
enough,
as famous
didn't he?
though, because
Not as
Liam's
famous,
had
but-
two.
yeah.
He auditioned when he was like 14, when the age
They
gap
said
was
come
lower,
back.
and then they said come back. And I actually don't not believe that Simon said that to him, but I think he said that to all of them.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think he
100%.
said to all of them, oh, yeah, I'm going to
I'll
make you a
this.
star.
Yeah,
I'll
there's
make
no
a band
way he's not
around
said that
you.
to all of them. That's what the music industry's like.
Yeah.
And he's been in it too long to not have realised that and
Yeah.
be telling this story.
I also think people like that, right, who are so successful, you don't have to try hard to be like
Yeah.
cool. You're really cool. You're Liam Payne, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're automatically
You're making
cool.
it worse when you try.
Yeah.
Now there's that video, because everyone puts the two clips of him saying like, oh, you know, I released my first solo song. It outsold all the other boys in the band. You know, I'm doing amazing kind of
Yeah.
thing. And then there's a clip of him performing at like a house party where he's just standing on a stage without a shirt. And he's just kind of like,
Oh, I've not
and he's
seen
singing Drag Me Down by
that. Oh, One Direction.
One Direction, yeah. And they put the two clips together because it's like, you know, there's
Yeah.
30 people at this party. And I did think the same thing you're saying, where he walks into the party and I'm like, he looks cool.
Yeah.
He's carrying himself quite cool. And then
and then you go and do that.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
it's just a
I
bit
think it has got to be hard when you want to be a solo artist. You go into a band, fine, it's successful, but then when you don't like each other and you end up not being friends,
Yeah.
that's got to be a bitter pill to swallow. 'Cause it's like all of this success, and I'm not even friends with the people I did it with, and my solo career, he's obviously done really well, but like it must be hard to know that obviously when you wanted to be solo, your biggest success is with a boy band that you don't even like anymore.
That's why I almost like, the whole K-pop way of doing it, where they just like kind of put them in
so
training.
manufactured.
It's so manufactured, but like I feel like if you're a member of it, at least you know that.
Oh yeah. They
know
know
what I mean?
exactly what they're getting themselves. Yeah.
Like with the One Direction, it's like a fake thing. Oh, you guys are friends, you love each other. When
Yeah.
like with Blackpink, it's like, well, you guys just are like a machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though it was like, we're going to put you guys together, they all start being like, yeah, throughout this whole process, we become like best friends.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I mean,
they probably were during that.
But and also even
Yeah.
Blackpink one, they actually did like you have to be together, don't you, for so long? So you
Yeah,
might
you
actually
train at
become
school.
friends then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas One Direction is like one
Yeah.
performance, and you're.
I think sometimes it's so hard because you spend so much time with these people. You're put into this group,
Yeah.
whether it's on or off camera. It's like you're never going to. No groups, everyone is best friends.
No, I hate fucking Vic, man.
You're not even in the group.
No, I know. But I wish I didn't pick Vic. I was going to pick someone like JJ. Now people are going to have to believe me. I think I actually love Vic.
Cool.
That makes it worse, doesn't it?
Now it
There you
sounds
go.
sarcastic.
Just cut that bit out.
It's not like Liam Payne now.
I really want to know what Logan thought of that podcast. Because
Yeah.
did he come away just going, yeah, this guy's deluded.
Yeah.
There were a few bits that I saw this morning that was like that. Because Logan was talking about obviously the Jake, right, where they said JJ. It's like
Yeah, so they say, oh, would you fight? And he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, of course I would.
Yeah.
And he's like, would you fight KSI?
and he goes, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't
It's
sound
weird,
convincing.
isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
doesn't sound convincing.
Yeah.
Did you fight KSI? Yeah. I think he was trying to make it sound like he doesn't know who he was, but he fucked it up.
Yeah.
I just think, do you know what? A lot of the content of what he was saying is fine. It's just presented.
It's
as
the way
no
you said it,
humility.
yeah.
Because even if he told that story about, the no hands, if he was laughing, being like, I can't believe I said that. Like,
Yeah.
it's funny. You're then like, lol,
Yeah,
you're cringing at yourself as a younger kid. Like, we've
He
all
thinks
said
he
stuff like
sounded
that.
cool, though.
But
One-
he's
yeah.
telling it as like, I'm like a Bond character.
And then, and then I don't know if you saw this, but he says, when I get drunk, I impersonate people really well. And then it cuts to him doing Jack Sparrow for ages, but he goes on too long.
Yeah.
Because it is a really good impression.
It's
starts
really
off-
good.
it starts-
Yeah.
But it
and it's
does,
just too
yeah.
long.
And Logan's kind of like, well,
right.
and he keeps going and going.
Yeah.
Once I think I did see on TikTok though was that he said a month earlier that he stopped drinking. He's like, I'm a month sober on a different podcast, and then in the Logan podcast it cuts to him drinking whiskey. So maybe he's going through a lot.
Yeah. And we've just made it 10 times worse.
No, but at the same time, you don't do yourself any favors when you sound like that.
No,
You know.
yeah.
You know what's mad though is that Logan literally just says, you don't want to fight KSI.
Yeah.
He
He's
can
like,
fight, bro.
you know,
Like,
yeah.
come on.
It's like he can fight and you don't want that. And then it's
Yeah.
like, oh, would you fight Jake?
Yeah.
And he says, yeah. Yeah. And then JJ's obviously reacted to it now.
Yeah.
But then there's this other
So
clip.
bizarre.
I don't know if you've seen this one. He basically, they are trying to like figure out who he can fight.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, what about a Bieber?
Yeah, no, I've seen this one.
And he's like, Bieber wouldn't do it. And he's like, what do you mean Bieber wouldn't do it? He goes, same way I wouldn't fight Trippie Redd. Like, I'm not on Trippie Redd's level. Saying Bieber's not on his level.
Yeah.
Is Trippie Redd like a... Is he saying that he's above Trippie Redd or below Trippie Redd?
He's saying he's above Trippie Redd. He's saying Justin Bieber's above him.
That's what I think he was trying to say.
But it made it sound
But
like
the
Trippie
way he
Redd's a better
said it-
boxer than him.
The way
and-
he said it was like he was bigger than Justin Bieber.
Yeah, but he didn't mean
But
that.
he didn't mean
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he meant as in like, I'm not as big as Justin Bieber. Like, there's no way he'd do it. There's no point.
Yeah,
But he's
yeah.
again, the presentation's like, I'm not on his level. But like, it was not like, yeah.
Because
it
the way he
just
said
didn't
like,
come
oh,
across
he
well.
wouldn't do it, made it sound like he was going like, nah, Bieber would be scared.
I think
Yeah.
Bieber would do that.
Nah,
I
not-
think
nah.
Liam Payne actually is
Liam
a level that would work for Justin Bieber because they're both boy like singers.
Yeah, but Liam's not had the same. Like, think about how big Justin Bieber is.
Yeah, but who's on
One
Justin Bieber's level?
Direction, no one. Ed Sheeran.
That's what I'm saying. But
You could fight Ed Sheeran or Drake.
You could fight
Ed
Lizzo.
Sheeran don't fit as well.
You should fight Lizzo.
Yeah, no, he'd have to fight. Like, he could fight Harry Styles.
Yeah, that's a bit too perfect.
Yeah.
He'd also kill him because he's got prior.
What?
Let's go on.
He lift him up on the wall and said, if you know.
Oh,
Harry Styles is lucky that he could even box
How do you
against
know-
Liam
how do you
Payne.
know it was Harry
I'm just saying it
Styles?
could have been. It's
Oh.
a 1 in 3 chance.
True.
Harry Styles is killing it.
Could be 4.
1 in 3.
Why?
Can't fight himself.
Yeah? Louis? Zayn?
Go on.
Harry?
Yeah.
No.
Is there 5 of them in there?
Yeah.
Right.
And then Liam.
Right. I thought it was 4.
Come on, bro.
No, five.
How did you not know that?
I bet I can't even read them back to you. Any you just read them to me.
Okay. Name them.
Liam
Liam what?
Payne.
Yep.
Zayn Malik.
Take it.
Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Louis Tomlinson.
Yeah. Come on, you know the last one.
He's a cool. Niall Horan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a golf one. He does golf, doesn't he? He's a Derby fan as well,
does
apparently.
golf.
He
Derby
sounds
fan.
really chill and really nice.
Isn't he Irish?
Yeah.
Why is he a Derby fan then?
Because Irish football doesn't exist.
They call it Gaelic over there, don't they? Gaelic football.
That's a different sport.
Yeah.
They still play football.
Oh my god.